Is the party finally over for a local criminal with a long and colorful career? A Spokane Superior Court judge has decided she is clipping the wings of a notorious jailbird. Today, Judge Annette Please set Chris Canada's bond at $300,000, even though right now he's only suspected of non-violent property crimes. KXLY4's Jeff Humphrey joins us live at the jail. Jeff, you've been doing stories on Canada's crimes for 2 decades now.
Colleen, Chris Canada regularly leads our police department on dangerous high-speed pursuits. His antics have locked down the entire county jail before. There was that one time that he actually tried to smuggle marijuana inside a state prison. But today, Judge Annette Please took a look at Canada's long-time commitment to ripping off our community and made it nearly impossible for him to now get out of jail. Chris Canada has become a poster boy for the campaign to get tougher sentences for repeat offenders who specialize in property crimes. We last saw him in jail back in 2010 when corrections deputies caught Canada with torn bed sheets braided together in a makeshift rope. Was Canada going to use the rope to try to make his escape?
So, what was with the rope you had?
I worked out with it, honestly.
59 feet of rope, you worked out with it? What do you do?
As crazy as it sounds, I wrap it around my bed and I work out with it. I do rows and deadlifts.
Canada's most recent arrest came this weekend when he was caught driving around in a stolen Chevy Avalanche. Detectives then allegedly linked Canada to a $20,000 burglary here at the North Division Bike Shop. Police recovered 16 of the stolen bikes, all of them still inside their shipping containers.
He saw the pickup truck that was photographed by surveillance at the scene of the burglary. He stopped that vehicle, he interviewed the subject within that vehicle, got information that Canada was involved.
Canada's mother had just bailed him out of jail back on December 4th while he was waiting to stand trial on car prowling and eluding police cases. Detectives say whenever Canada is not behind bars, he's committing crimes against Spokane.
You and I get up every day, have breakfast, get dressed, and go to work. Mr. Canada does the same thing. Unfortunately for us, we are his work. We are his victims. And that's how he makes a living, as is evidenced by his 29 convictions over a period of 25 years.
Spokane police say they are very encouraged that Judge Please took the time to review Canada's extensive criminal history and set a bond amount, Colleen, that is typically reserved for killers.
And Jeff, police still think there's too much of a revolving door at the jail for these repeat offenders.
And Canada's a good example of this. He's got 20 felony convictions. He's been in prison on 3 different times, and detectives say he represents that 10% of the population that's doing all of the crime, while the 90% of us are left behind to remain as victims. They say as long as he remains locked up here in the Spokane County Jail, our cars and our businesses and homes are safer for it. Reporting live in Spokane, Jeff Humphrey, KXLY4.